Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, turn your hips and waist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, shift your weight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman. Opening up your span. Parallel feet. Choose one side. Sit on that side. Good Tai Chi posture. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short 1. Good, a good stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good golden cockerel. Grow taller through your spine. Use your core. Think about what you're doing. Concentrate on your dantian. Make it the best. Here we go. Shift weight. Up, center, counterbalance. Spiral down. Let's look at our spirals. Spiral, spiral down, spiral up. Are you getting your spirals? Last one. Shift weight, look for your spirals. Spiral. Finish your spiral. Follow your kick with your hand and your eyes. Last one. Holding our ball. Root down. L stance, bow stance. Shift weight. Twist. Bow stance. Shift weight. Part the wild horse's mane. Get a good bow stance. Where's your bow and arrow? Parallel higher. Where are your spirals? Smooth it out. Smooth it out. Do not end your motion. Continue into the next. Do not finalize that movement. Continue all that you do to keep your energy, ball and tee, activated. Ward off. Use your spirals, use your breathing, use your mind, use your energy. Do not stop. The more energy you can build up, the more you can generate it. The more energized you'll feel. Do not stop. Mind is active, body is active. When I say do not stop, that does not mean you quickly go into a new movement or a new sub-movement. You continuously feel the tiny muscles still being used and the mind still making those motions alive. We're going to close our form after the next grasping of the bird's tail because there are two modifications that I want you to be aware of. Sit back, lower, pivot, T, out and to the side, ward off. Turn your hips and waist, grasp the bird's tail. Sit down, sit back, look back, contact, push at the center, out. Separate, roll back. Drop down, forward, out. Here we go. Sit back, lower. Hands go for the ride. Pivot, pivot out, pivot in, Tuck the right hand inside as you shift your weight. Turn, up, elevate. At chest level, you're already set. Push your hands using your core in towards your chest. Slightly, then reverse by pushing out, separating. Drop your shoulders, hands go for the ride, flex your knees as you now close your forearm, okay? So I want to go over what I just edited, okay? Okay? After the final push out, sit back, lower, pivot, hands go for the ride. Hands go for the ride, out, pivot in, shift weight, tuck the right hand, turn, up. Okay, so in, then bring it closer to you, then reverse. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time because I didn't have enough, a chance to explain it a little bit better, okay? Sit back, lower, pivot, pivot out, pivot in, tuck the right hand inside, and then come up. Bring it closer, push out. Okay, can we try that? This way. Left foot on the line, right foot on the 45 line, push out. Sit back, lower, pivot, open pivot, in pivot, tuck the right hand inside, turn, up, in, out. Separate. Drop your shoulders. Show me you know what it means to hands go for the ride. Okay, so being level 3 now, hands go for the ride definitely at closing form, okay? And more if you can master that well. Okay, one more time. Push out. Sit back, lower, pivot, open pivot, in pivot, off the ground, tuck the right hand, turn up, chest in, push out, shoulder width, drop the shoulders, flex the knees, come down, wrap around, okay? Okay, so today's 9th 10 essential principles or basics of Tai Chi will cover what I tried to convey to you earlier is Tai Chi is nonstop. Tai Chi is one continuous movement. So yes, you say to yourselves, I never stop. I'm always moving. But can we fix that up a little bit more and refine it? So yes, you say, I know after brush knee, I have to play my lute, okay? Or something like that. Or after parting the wild horse's mane, I know I have to be a white crane. But the basic understanding is that, yes, it's ideal that you do mentally think about the next movement, but, and I'm remembering all the things that you shared last time, which turned out very well, is that you are thinking in the moment at the time that you are playing Tai Chi or doing Tai Chi, but your mind is so active and you have the confidence on board that you can still think ahead and still do at the moment, okay? But you're saying, well, I know the principle already because after brush knee, I'm going to have to play my lute. But the underlying thing is that you don't just finish and finalize brush knee, stop, and then play your lute. So how does that work? You have to elongate your movements. You have to actively use your mind. You do not necessarily say, I don't end abruptly, but that's a point. So if you don't end abruptly, you are moving into the next direction or the next movement. See if I can get a good one here. So here, this is the final grasping of the bird's tail, but already you're thinking and doing the next thing. So there's continuity. So yes, we say, that's an easy principle because that's how we learn Tai Chi. But mentally, it can be difficult. It can be a challenge. So rather than section off the 24 movements or the 16 or the 10 movements, can we try to focus and blend those movements to make it one whole piece? And by that, be careful. Do not be impatient and say, I'm going to show and feel that I know what the next one is and I'm going to flow into it, and move quickly out of one movement and into the next. Do you understand me? Do you follow me? You can still have finishing touches before you move into the next position, next posture or movement. Okay? Any questions? Okay, that's a lot of words. Hopefully you followed me. Hopefully you can put your mind to following through with your movements. Okay? All right. Let's do the 10, then let's break it down to the 16 and then learn it from scratch. So with the 10, our focus for the rest of the day, morning, is continuity, okay? Continuous, nonstop. Here we go. Grow a little taller, commencing form, shift weight, 60, 70, 80, 90 off the ground, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, rotate, take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders, flex your knees, make yourself small. Center, higher, glance open, bring it to the ear, turn, repulse of the monkey. No rushing, continuous, center, higher, glance, ear, turn, acknowledge, slide, T stance. Where are your spirals? Brush your knees. Sit back, lower, spiral pivot, ear, heel, hand, continuous motion. Sit back, lower, round out. Here we go. Out on a nail. Here it is. Sit back, lower, pivot, round it out, spiral forward. Loud hand, smooth it out, smooth it out. No breaks, no angles, everything rounded. Use your hips and waist. Think through. Do not lead with your hands. Hands go for the ride, even out. Don't forget to follow your hand. Spiral. Continuous motion allows you to get more relaxation, softens your movements, keeps your mind continuously active. No breaks in your thinking, no breaks in your motion. Relaxed but active, energized for a purpose. Correct closing, twist, open, in, shift, rotate, up, no breaks, in, push. Drop your shoulders. Wrap around. Closing form. Okay, looking at the 16 now, okay? Starting from scratch with the focus of continuity as well as clear, definite motions rather than something cloudy and not sure, okay? Okay, commencing form. Shift weight, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, off the ground, 50, 40, 30, 20. Rotate up, take a deep breath in, hands go for the ride. Round out, ball T at the same time, out and to the side, stretch, sit back, lower, out, ball, L, oh, stand, take it slowly. Spin the ball to the right as you shift back to the back foot. Lift up the hand, lift up the foot, set it down. White crane spreads its wings. Now, can you ask yourself to check, is your right foot, there's no bend in the knee now, okay? No bend in the knee, weight on the back. Drop that heel, bisect. Come all the way down to your danten. Look back, swirl to the left hand, lift up the front foot, place it on its heel as you brush your knee. Hey, that's a lot of things. Make sure you have it all. Sit back, lower, pivot, parallel higher. Ear, lift that front foot, toe, heel, brush knee, 2. Sit back, pivot, fist, down, up, deflect on the heel to the right. Bring it in as you parry with your foot and your hand to punch. Centered fist, touch, open fingers, roll back, sit down, spiral up, then forward. Pivot on the back, that hand follows, pivot on the front, hook, T-step across the face, out on an L, push out, single whip. Half step, swirl, left hand comes across to the waist, swirls to the front on a toe, play your lute. Drop the front foot, center the front hand, look at the back hand that's higher. Lift up, ear, up, toe, heel. Pivot to the center, acknowledge, slide forward, slide back. Center higher, glance, lift up, ear, toe, heel. Meet, pivot, slide. Pivot, toe, pirouette, out, spin, ball, out, L, left hand above the head, turn hips and waist, maiden on her left. Gonna have to go over that. Sit back, pivot, ball, L, rotate, hands above the head, push by turning hips and waist. Now half step to the back, set up the top hand, extend the knee of the right foot on the toe, needle to the bottom of the seat. One hand, two hands, touch, lift up that front foot, heel out, drop those elbows and wrists, flash your arms like a fan, good Tai Chi posture. Sit back, lower, pivot, cup, pivot out, cloud hands. Middle, flip knee, close your foot. Middle, flip knee open, middle, turn the hips and waist, reposition to a T, holding your ball, out and to the side, ward off, push them away, turn your hips and waist, hands go for the ride, grasp the bird's tail, look back, contact, turn, then push out. Roll back, make yourself small, power up, power forward. Sit down, lower, pivot, center, out on an L, push them away. Turn hips and waist, hands go for the ride, grasp the bird's tail, turn, contact, turn, push, separate, roll back, make yourself small, push up, push forward. Here we go. Sit back, lower, pivot, open pivot, in pivot, tuck the right hand inside, turn up, In, push, separate. Make yourself small, hands go for the ride. You ask yourself if your hands are going for the ride. Okay, I want you to watch me, okay? And then we'll talk about different things. Nice and warm. Tuck your elbows, drop your shoulders. Round it out. Smooth it out. Deep right. Together. Begin. again, this time with some instructions, okay? Here we go, commencing form. 70, 80, 90 off the ground. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, rotate up. Release. Make yourself small. Tuck the right hand on the top, left hand on the bottom. Part the wild horse's mane. Get a good stretch. Sit back, lower, pivot out. Center, L stance, O stance. Half step, hold the ball. Spin it, shift your weight, lift up foot, lift up hand. Point, extend the knee. Drop the front foot, bicep. Swirl to the left. Lift up the front foot, brush knee. Sit back, lower, out, spiral, all together. Sit back as if you're doing another brush knee, deflect, bring it in, bring it out, parry, punch, touch, roll back, spiral up and forward. Twist, twist, hook, T, out, L, whip, swirl, rock, play your lute. Center, higher, glance, up, toe, heel, pivot, repulse one. Center, lift, repulse, two. Pivot, toe, pirouette, out heel, ball, out heel on an L, raise that left hand above head, then turn, maiden. Sit back, lower, pivot in, ball, L stance, raise that right hand, pivot out, push out. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, extend the knee, one hand, two hands, lift the foot, touch, out, extend that knee, flash arms. Sit back, lower, pivot, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, T-ball, out, L. The bird's tail, hands, definitely go for the ride on a continuous research. Sit back, lower, store that energy, store the energy, dispense that energy, gain it back, store it up, dispense it, store it, and dispense, store it, twist, open, in, modify, up, in, out, all continuous motions. One more time, commencing form. Rotate, deep breath, reverse, relax, all, T, out, L, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, lower, pivot out, ball, L, here it is, stretch, half step, hold the ball, spin the ball, change your foot, rock, point, white crane. Drop front, bisect, look back, where are your swirls, lift up the front foot, brush your knee. Sit back, lower, out, spiral, brush knee. Sit back, out, fist up, down, deflect, bring it into parry. Then punch, touch, open up, roll back, spiral up, forward, pivot, pivot, hook, T, out, L, there it is. Half step, swirl, rock, lay your glute. Center, higher, glance, lift, stretch out. Center, lift, stretch out. Pivot, pirouette, reposition, ball, L, then turn hips and waist, shuttles on her left. Sit back, in, hold the ball, L, above your head, then turn hips and waist, shuttle, right. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, down to the bottom of the seat. One hand, join it by the other, then your foot touch, out, stretched knee, flash arms. Sit back, sit down, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12, 3, ball T, outward, off. Are your hands going for the ride? Are you doing continuous movements? Storing that energy, dispensing it. Rounding it out for your spirals. Turning your hips and waist that were warmed up so nicely. Contacting, pushing out that energy. Rolling back, up and forward. Sit back, lower. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Shift weight, turn up, in, out. Separate, hands go for the ride. Close your form. Okay. When you part the wild horse's mane, you give the snack, but as you turn to sit back again, the snack hand takes that turn to come out. Serve the snack, turn. Okay, so that's going continuous motion. If we did not understand the basic, we may say, oh, she said the middle, that's where that person is, and you stop. But what you do is you are flowing. Give the snack, turn, because you're in motion. You're not purposely moving that hand, but your body is connected, your hand is connected to the body. All right, so that's one. When white crane spreads its wings, 1, part 2, half step, hold your ball for better balance. Sit back on the back, rotate, lift up, down. Bisect, drop. This is how you bisect. This is how you get your swirls. The hand comes higher up, not start down. Okay, watch again. When you multitask, the hand rises higher than to come down to get that energy. Just before you play your lute, you are doing your repulsing of the monkey. Okay, and this is a stickler, and I hope that some of you can work towards it. When we do a backwards motion, this knee now comes up, but this stretches out to come down this way. It does not do like this. That's not Tai Chi walk. When you do Tai Chi walk, what do? Stretch out the back knee. It's a backwards Tai Chi walk. Do you ever see that forward foot crunched up? So this is the motion I want. You're centered here. This is higher. This comes up It has to come up. It does not come up by itself. I'm rising up. Rising up. Rising up, down. Okay, don't fall, but rise up, up, stretch. So you're going to have to practice that one because you're going to have to undo some things, okay? And the main thing is that when this foot cup, this hand comes up, it's not hand come up and then my foot. It's coming up because it's together. We're together. Can you try that together? Can you try that together wherever you are? Up, together, up, together. Yeah, and stabilize yourself, stabilize. Now you do it wrong. Stabilize yourself, come up, and then come here. You're gonna fall. Come up together. Then the next part is to make sure that when you come up together, you can stretch out that foot. Okay, stretch out the foot. Come up, together, out. Okay? So one thing is to understand and see, and the next step would be, it's more logical. So in Tai Chi, we learned that when we first came to class, everything seemed like nothing really matched because we'd never ever taught our bodies to do these strange movements. But once we got a grip on it, we said, hey, that really makes sense. We're holding our ball when we need balance, and yet we're able to disperse that energy. The same way with repulse. If people didn't know that these hands were helping us, they wouldn't know how we have superpowers and be balancing and yet doing a backwards motion. Okay, so that comes up. This comes up, it's just as if it were a Tai Chi walk. Yeah? Single whip, half steps forward, swirl the back hand, rock the front foot to its toe, set it on its heel. How do we do that? Single whip. Half step forward, swirl that back hand. Left hand does something, and then it sits here. Okay? Let's try that. Then we can work on it. Single whip. 16. Half step forward, swirl the back hand, left hand comes closer to the waist, swirls out on its toe, set it on its heel. Wow, that's a lot of words done fast, okay? Let's see if we can slow it down. Single whip. Half step forward, swirl the back hand, left hand closer to your waist, comes out, set it on its heel. Weight on the back, and the extended left foot should have no buckle. It cannot sit like this, it has to sit out. Weight totally in the back. All right, let's try it again. Single whip. Half step forward, swirl the back hand, rock the front foot, set it on its heel as you play your lute. Center the front hand, glance at the back hand that's higher, all together. Ear, lift, toe stretch, meet, pivot, slide. Center, glance, lift up, ear, toe, heel, meet, slide. Here we go. Pivot the front foot, reposition your hands, it has no problem. Out with the heel, hold your ball. Out with your heel. Turn the left hand above to the head, turn your hips and waist, shuttle left. Sit, back, lower. Pivot, hold your ball. Out on an L, turn the hand onto the above the head, turn your hips and waist, shuttle right. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, point, extend the knee, needle to the bottom. Okay, then I'm kind of going to do your own because you can't see me here. All right, let's see. Repulse, 1, repulse, 2, okay, repulse 2. Pivot the front foot. Hands go for the ride. Step out, reposition your hand. Step out, turn, shuttle. Sit back, pivot in. Sit back, pivot in, hold your ball. Heel out, turn, spin out. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist. You see where my toe is? Do you see where my knee is? Then down to the bottom of the seat. Up, and touch, heel up, out. Flash arms like a fan. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, pivot, cup. 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Shift, out, word off. Turn hips and waist. Use your body, use your energy. Hands go for the ride. Okay, I want to show you the end. Power, the more you can bring it down, the more you can bring it out. Watch this. If I don't understand that and I just come down, I only have this much to push out. But if I come down, because why? I'm lowering myself, my hands are connected, I can then come up and come forward. The more energy you can store, the better off you are. Storing, 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 storing. Contact, turn, push out. Watch again. Store that energy. Dispense that energy. Sit back, lower, pivot. And pivot, hands go for the ride. I'm not leading my motion. My hands in, out. Hands go for the ride. Okay? Get it? Lots to work on, okay? So Bye.